bless. Bless.
Wow.
What's up, James?
You're really pumped for that.
Really juiced off about the Olympics.
It's like you're competing in some kind of event.
Well, I feel like it should be.
Right.
I feel like it should be.
Right.
A little dong hill skiing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little...
Just on the dong, like...
Yep.
Oh,
okay. Just one, just donging it all the way down.
Okay, you know? Legs straight forward. Dong down.
Dong down. Penis just dancing across the top of that snow.
I don't want to get into a technique because it's probably very...
Well, we could. Usually,
a lot of practice.
Usually I teach a class at UCLA, but I'm no longer doing that.
Right.
For sexual reasons.
Yeah, they invited you to not come back.
They said, please put your dong away.
Sure.
We're not that type of school. And I said, you're UCLA. Okay, come on. If there's one school that believes in fucking dong technique, it's UCLA. I'm kidding. Everybody thinks UCLA is a party school. Like, oh my God, it's so crazy. You live in Los Angeles. It's not. It's all Asian.
It's all Asian.
No one knows. It's
working
a fucking
hard. Yeah.
boring ass school that is super hard to get into.
Yeah.
They have the top medical
Shitty
institution.
Football. Yep.
In the land, and it's a fucking snooze fest over there.
It really is, and it's
Drive through Westwood, like really just drive through the campus because you can just drive through it, and because it's weird. You're like, oh, can I just drive through this campus? And then you realize, well, it is LA. Yeah, I can totally just drive through it. It is 100% Asian. You'll see like one white guy, and he's probably, getting a fake ID or something for his community college. He's definitely not going to UCLA because it's hard to get into.
Sure.
The only whites and or blacks that go to school there are on their athletic teams, football and basketball. Mm-hmm. So the rest of it, it's an Asian school, which, hey, good for you. Good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's America.
Sure.
It's what America's all about.
Yeah.
And they're for real. Their medical field there is top notch. Mm-hmm. Top notch shit. Mm-hmm. Ohio State's is too, actually. But Ohio State's hard to get into as well. So I'm not going to shit on that either. But they're not allowing me to teach my dong technique anymore. My D2Bs. My D2B ski is what I like to call it. My little dong hill skiing technique class has been canceled for the remainder of the semester. Their football team will come back though. They got Chip Kelly as their new coach. So I would say give them 2 years. They could be a powerhouse.
Okay.
Which is interesting. Because, look, it is L.A., so the allure of going to school there is amazing. And why am I bringing this up? Because it was National Recruitment Day yesterday, National Signing Day for all the recruits for college football. I love it. You're not a fan so much.
No, it's not that I'm not a fan. It's just like, is it ever going to end?
It is. That's it. That's the end of it.
It just seemed like it was over, and then there's like always something to keep your guys' whistle wet.
Yeah, you have that.
You know what I mean?
You have that, and that's over for college. Like you have a spring game.
Are we watching Pop Warner after this? Or?
You have a spring game, and that's about it. But there's always, now that ESPN televises these high school kids signing their shit, there's always one or two kids that are like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Like, what are you doing and what happened? There's always like a what the fuck moment. So I will say that.
Okay.
Last year, it was Snoop Dogg's kid.
Going to, where did he go?
I think he went to UCLA. And then he turned out, like, he got to UCLA and realized how hard it was to practice and was like, oh, this is not fun. He dropped out before the fall semester even started. So he was out of there. And then I believe Puff Daddy's kid as well was at UCLA. I think he stayed. I think Puff Daddy's kid stayed.
So Snoop's kid just quit football, quit college, quit everything?
Yep. Quits altogether and was out of there in like...
What's he doing now?
Fucking 30 days. Who knows? I heard he wanted to be an actor. So he's gone. We'll get into the Snoop Dogg thing
I
later.
would love to.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to.
Big story out of there.
Not really.
But yesterday... to me, it is. Because we watched that Snoop Dogg documentary last night.
Who can I write a letter to?
Crazy. Crazy, isn't it?
Who can I write a strongly worded letter to about this?
So we watched the new documentary on Netflix, Coach Snoop. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into this Quincy Jones interview, which was fucking cray-cray.
Burn it down. See you later.
But amazing. And you know me. You know I've talked about Quincy Jones on this show. Quincy Jones is the Messiah. You do not cross Quincy Jones. What Quincy Jones preaches is fucking actual gospel. And he has never been wrong, including this article, which there is a gajillion unbelievably fascinating things to talk about, including Marlon Brando fucking Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye. And we'll get into that. But
then a lot of dirt on Michael Jackson, which I love because fuck him.
Anything to tear down Michael Jackson, you love.
I'm into it.
But this, to put a B on this bonnet for that recruitment thing yesterday, there was two things that were like oddly like weird and fascinating where you're like, what the fuck, bro? What are you doing? One was a baby. One guy brought a baby on stage.
A high school kid?
Yes.
Get you
his entire family of like 12 to 15 people. And there was a baby on stage. So when he announced his college, they took this jacket off the baby and it was in a University of Georgia onesie.
Was it his son? Was it
No, they asked that, by the way. The announcers asked that.
The brother or something? A little
it
brother?
was a niece, yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
A niece or a nephew or something.
That's cute. That's fine.
It's fine.
I thought it was his kid. I'm like,
The other one was a kid who got up on stage, and it was because what they do is they say, "Oh, I'm down to 3 or 4 schools," and the hats will be lined up, and then they put on the fucking hat, and it's a thing. Well, the mom was sitting next to him, and she had a University of Alabama sweatshirt on and a University of Tennessee hat on. The kid had 3 choices of schools: University of Tennessee, University of Alabama, and University of Florida. When he went to make his decision, he put a Florida hat on.
She pulled down her pants. Her bush was colored 2 different colors.
Close.
Florida.
Close. Even better, actually.
What?
And for me to say not a spray painted bush is the better option.
Spray painted bush?
Yeah.
Tell me what's better.
She got up and walked off the stage. Walked out of there.
Like pissed.
Livid. And was just like, didn't come back for maybe 10, 15 minutes later, finally hugged her son. But
like a weird hug.
She was visibly pissed. This kid, and his name is, I know his last name, just because he was trending all day yesterday, this Nick Copeland kid. It was trending all day. Now everybody knows his fucking kid's name because his mom walked off the stage, and you're like, oh boy. Weird choice. The fact that the mom just walked off, I was just like, oh.